Good morning, everyone. Clint McLaughlin here with Midwest Market Management. Tuesday, May 13th. Got Riley Sykart on with me here today. We're going to jump right into Safrinha weather. Riley, we got some rumblings that they're going to get started the farthest northern Brazil. Earliest planted Safrinha corn is actually going to start harvest already next week. Now, with that being said, there's still the lion majority of the Safrinha corn crop is still very much in its later development stages, so weather's still very key there. But boy, is it's a big continent and a lot of area to cover, and it's quite amazing that it's already ready to start harvest.
Yeah, definitely a big switch. We were just talking a few weeks ago about pollinating just getting underway, and now the northern areas are already starting to get the combines ready to roll. So definitely kind of took me by surprise.
Just really shows that what a vast region that is, and how far things differ from the north to the south.
Definitely. So maps for this week are kind of similar to what we've been seeing. So if it's all right with you, let's just start going in and looking at them. Okay, so like always, I want to put into perspective how big of an area this is. First thing I want to say, Safrinha crops anywhere from Mato Grosso down through Paraná, everywhere in between. So when you mention big, broad area, it's pretty spot on. About half the Safrinha corn's grown in Mato Grosso. Other regions around cover up pretty much the majority of the other 50%. Mato Grosso do Sul areas in there. Just to put it into perspective, half the Safrinha crop in Mato Grosso, that's almost the entire Midwest. This is not just some small little region. So like we just said, pollination going from just starting to guys getting the combiners rolling to the north. So a large area and a lot to think about. So moving into the actual weather side, start here on the 1 to 5 day. More of what we've seen, stuff in the north, temperatures in the low to mid 90s. To the south, actually cooling off a little bit, but we've had quite a few weeks now. It's been, Clint, would you say 2 to 3 weeks now, temperatures in the 90s up there?
Sure has, yes. Not the fall that we're used to here.
Definitely not. 6 to 10 days showing a lot more of the same warm temperatures. So those northern regions where harvest is about ready to begin, this heat, I wouldn't say is a big issue. If anything, it's helping stuff dry down a little bit quicker. Regions to the south is where they really don't want to see that heat yet. So kind of good for them to see it staying a little bit more to the north. Looking at the last 13 days of rainfall, not a whole lot going on. Pretty quiet. Some little spot stuff in Mato Grosso do Sul and Paraná. Those never really came into a forecast. Those kind of came unexpectedly. So overall, still not a lot of water coming out of the sky to help the stuff that is in the pollination phases. Surface soil moisture and subsoil still fairly well watered, so not super big changes there this week. Moving in 1 to 5 day. If that doesn't get you want to get the combine going and start harvest, I don't know what does. Pretty easy way to start for the guys in the north when there's no rain in the forecast at all. So for those guys, definitely what they want to see. To the south, they definitely like to see some more rains after a couple weeks now of dry. So a little bit of mixed feelings there on both sides, depending on where those guys are at. 6 to 10 days, some small chances, but overall still really dry. So a lot of stuff drying down quickly, and harvest is going to ramp up down there fairly quick. Finishing off here, 1 to 13 day, still a lot of the same, just not a whole lot for precip going on. Temperatures are warm to hot in the north, so pretty wide open window here for combines to the north and to the south. Maybe some production question marks opening up after now multiple weeks of no rainfall and heat that's been somewhat moderate, but I would say it would take more continuation of severe heat to really start causing a stress on this market. What do you think, Clint?
Yeah, and I mean, we just advanced in the crop so quickly. Noticed yesterday the USDA increased production down there. A lot of the private analysts are inching production higher there as well. Acres were up down there this year, so any reduction in yield potentially offset there, and it's just really hard to find an overall issue down here right now.
Yep, I agree. As a whole, Safrinha doesn't really have much of a story this year. Some years we've seen more production issues, and this year it doesn't seem like there really is much of that. So,
nope, I agree. In the market with no major catastrophic issues in the Safrinha region, then the market tends to want to focus on Midwest weather here as well. So just really gaining no traction on the market side from the Safrinha weather, and I don't see any significant changes in that here in the near future. Appreciate everybody tuning in here today. You can check us out at midwestmarketmanagement.com. If you like the weather broadcast here, you can get signed up to receive those via text message as well. Thanks for tuning in, and also look for U.S. weather to be out here shortly. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.
This material has been prepared by a sales or trading employee or agent of Midwest Market Management and is in the nature of a solicitation. This material is not a research report prepared by of Midwest Market Management Research Department. By accepting this communication, you agree that you are an experienced user of the futures markets, capable of making independent trading decisions, and agree that you are not and will not rely solely on this communication in making trading decisions. Distribution in some jurisdictions may be prohibited or restricted by law. Persons in possession of this communication indirectly should inform themselves about and observe any such prohibition or restrictions. To the extent that you have received this communication indirectly and solicitations are prohibited in your jurisdiction without registration, the market commentary in this communication should not be considered a solicitation. The risk of loss in trading futures and/or options is substantial, and each investor and/or trader must consider whether this is a suitable investment. Past performance, whether actual or indicated by simulated historical tests of strategies, is not indicative of future results. Trading advice is based on information taken from trades and statistical services and other sources that of Midwest Market Management believes are reliable. We do not guarantee that such information is accurate or complete, and it should not be relied upon as such. Trading advice reflects our good faith judgment at a specific time and is subject to change without notice. There is no guarantee that the advice we give will result in profitable trades.